Hi there. If you're watching this video, you are comparing InMotion hostings versus Cloudways, and you are thinking which one is better. And I want to make this video short, precise, and in the end, I want to share with you from a real user perspective, a deep dive with Will, and not just sharing information that you can see from the website, but also share some real and idea that can be seen from their website. Okay, so the first thing, okay, emotion hosting cannot be compared directly with Cloudways. Okay, emotion hosting is a hosting company that they subscribe some other hosting company services at the back end, which they do not reveal what kind of hosting company they use. Okay, a lot of companies do not reveal, and they have various hosting options. Okay, they have they call it WordPress hosting, WooCommerce hosting, but in the end, you can just think of InMotion hosting provide two hosting. One is uh, shared hosting, one is a dedicated hosting. The reason why this company they use WordPress hostings, cPanel, WooCommerce, etc. Some have some other names. The reason is because a lot of new players, new joiner in the market, they do not understand this actually there's actually a lot of names in the market, right? So the people who want to heard about WordPress, they heard about WooCommerce, and they go to the Google and search, hey, WooCommerce hosting. So when they stumble into InMotion or some other hosting company like SiteGround, Bluehost, and if they did not see this kind of wording, they would just bounce off, all right? So this is the reason why they have this name. So if you compare InMotion hosting with Cloudway, you should be looking at the VPS hosting. Okay, the VPS hosting is the hosting company that is means that you're going to have the whole environment, the whole resources they're going to dedicate for you. Okay, so there will be an Apple more like the Apple to Apple comparison. Okay, so if you're comparing this two CPU, 4 gig, 98, 90 gigabyte SSD, and you can compare it. Comparing the similar options will be more like this one, right? The similar, and with the gigabyte, it'll be high, should be almost like this one. Okay, so similar to this one. Okay, so in a way you compare these two. Okay, you need to understand one critical thing. Cloudways, they do not provide the storage for you. Even though they are called a hosting company, they are actually a managed hosting company. Okay, it's a major difference. What it means that you will select either DigitalOcean, Voucher, Nino, AWS, or GCP Cloud. You can select either one of them. Okay, just select either one of them, and you have the complete options. And so let's say you get for Nino, which I highly recommend you go for Nino. It is a very good balance between the pricing and the stability and resources allocations. You go for Nino, and you can get this option, and you can create your own hosting companies. Okay, so now back to topic. Why should you use a dedicated hosting but not use a much cheaper option? Like when you go to WordPress run, and you can see that the pricing is actually much cheaper. You can go for like less than $4, and you can have the hosting get up and running, right? So there's a couple of reasons. Okay, first thing I want to share with you is that which is the cache functionalities. Okay, so Cloudways themselves have a WordPress cache plugin, which is completely for free. You can have the free plugin, and which allow you to install into the WordPress, and you can cache your WordPress site much faster. And the other option in the market that is comparable is the WP Rocket, which is a pay options, which costs you $150 per month, and it's much more expensive than Cloudway, which is free. Okay, and because you own your whole server, the good thing about you owning your whole server is that basically you can have full control about it regarding the resources allocation, the cache functions, and imagine a way the best caching plugin for your server is definitely the plugin that is developed by the server, right? So without going too much details, I hope that just make common sense, okay? But if you want to understand more, Varnish as Breeze to do support Varnish. Okay, you can Google a little bit about what is Varnish. In short, it's an enterprise level caching functionalities that is not available in any share hosting environment. So which is just amazing. Okay, and they have a full article resources to share with you how you can install the Breeze WordPress cache plugins. You can also have the file optimization, Heartbeat API control, and CDN. Okay, CDN is very crucial. Cloud will have a very good CDN configurations, allow you to do the content delivery network. Basically, what it means is that you have your hosting server installed in the US continent, but with your visitors going to click from the Asia region countries, they are going able to rate the Asia country cache mirror options, which is able to save you a lot of time, okay, a lot of resources. So make the make this to switch to from Cloudways compare with the share hosting. Here's a couple of you unlimited website. Okay, so if you go for a share hosting, very likely you are restricted to only able to use host like 1 to 2 website in their site, which is mentioned in here. You're only about to host 2 site, and we pay for this much more expensive version. You can have unlimited site, but if you go for Cloudways, you have no restriction on this. And one more very critical point I want to mention is that all this share hosting, when the pricing they're looking in the first year is very attractive. Okay, just like the internet service provider, your mobile carrier, you're never going to basically change it unless they do something that make you so angry or hate it so much. The stickiness for this business is extremely high. That's why this company likes to offer very attractive pricing to get the client on board. And once you have their website, the domain name server, DNS configuration all set up and pointed, basically you will not change your website, right? So that's why they will in the next year in the renewal, they're going to have much more increment on the renewal cost, okay, which is going to shock you. And basically you're going to lose much more money when you compare to using the Cloudways, okay? And the Cloudways have much more functionality I want to share with you. One thing that I like it the most is the, hold on a second, sorry, jumping a little bit around. Sorry, it's right there, is that you can create the server and everything just in a second. The reason why you should go with Cloudways but never go directly with the hosting company like Nino, AWS, GCP is that they can save you tons of coding, right? You can install and establish the server in just a few mouse click, just like this in a second, and the WordPress site or WooCommerce site has been created immediately. It allows you to have the staging with Cloudways. What it means is that when you have a theme update, a plugin update, you don't want to risk your website is going to screw up, or you want to change your whole web design completely in your site, you can easily have to create a staging, right? And because you are running it on a complete private VPS server, you have full control about how you're going to choose the resources. You have full control about what kind of software you're going to install. Sometimes if you want to install one of the applications in the one server, you can have unlimited applications as long as the resources is going to sustain it. The one server you can install is a WordPress site. The second one you can install a Joomla, or we call it a Magento site. And you can also install something like a PHP script that you find from Codecademy. So the limit is there's no limit, right, for using Cloudways because you own the whole thing, okay? And you can install the SSL simply just by a few clicks to have the top left corner HTTPS secure log done easily, which is a very good thing. The cache word thing I've mentioned earlier is just as easy as that. You can manage your caching, right? There's a lot of caching like Nginx. Just now in this slide, you can see the Nginx, the Varnish, and also the Mcache, Apache. This kind of thing is not able for you to be set if you are going to use a share hosting like in InMotionHosting. The reason is very normal. Your environment, the resource is going to share with tons of other people that you do not know with the website owner. So they do not allow you to change this functionality in the back end of the server, right? So you can back up and restore a website. You can scale a server easily, and this is just so much merit about using Cloudways. So in all, I would highly recommend you to choose using Cloudways instead of InMotionHosting. The learning curve may seems a little bit high at the front because you need to purchase your own domain name, but it's extremely easy. You can reach out to support, and you can also have a demo with Cloudways. Their support is extremely good, and you can have the first 30 days used completely for free. You can just end the contract anytime if you find it's not useful. So click the link down below and give it a try, and I'm sure that it's not going to disappoint you.